Hi guys, how's it going? So I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. If you're new to the channel, I make these videos just to show you my songwriting process, which is essentially me grabbing a guitar most of the time, and I come up with a riff or two and I just start piecing together a song from there. I don't put a whole lot of thought into it. It's just a lot of improvisation. I did just that this morning. I grabbed my guitar, started playing random stuff, and what do I got? D major 7. F sharp minor, and B and the E on top, just letting them ring out. So that's probably going to be my verse. Then I'll go into like a little like lead up into a chorus part, and then that can be my chorus. So I'm just gonna do verse, pre-chorus, chorus 3 times. That'll be my song structure. I've got a drum loop. I usually do that just to keep time, and what that accomplishes is making it less annoying to play than the metronome. I'm gonna just start tracking. By the way, one little note, I just got done before I fired this up with fixing my previous song. I put this vocal effect on, which I actually like, but I overdid it because I was like, I don't know, got a little overzealous with it. It's like a doubling effect I was trying out, and it sounds cool, but I had to like drop it 8 dB. So it's still gonna be on the YouTube video you saw, but the album version is gonna have it like way less in the mix. I'll keep it on this song, but just down to the level I put it at on the last song. So, you know, that's when I get to the vocals anyway. So, all right, I'm gonna start tracking this. So left and right side of the parts I just played. I did the first verse 4 times through the progression, and then 2 times for the second and third verse. And the third verse is going to be where I put the guitar solo, which I'm about to do now. I just improvise these. It's in D major, so I'm going to play a bunch of random notes in D major. That's how I do my solos. I think that's how anybody does a solo. I grabbed my bass guitar, tuned it up. I think that could work in the verse. Pre-chorus, I'm probably just going to follow right along. Something like that. What can I do in the chorus, though? Yeah, easy stuff. Okay. So drums, I'm triggering the drums behind me, which are electronic, with Superior Drummer 3. It's the same sounds you've been hearing on the drum loop, but now I'll actually be playing them, so I'm going to move over, set the camera up, and start playing. I did a thing. I decided to do an intro solo. I was typing up the lyrics and I just decided the first verse was way too long. I could have come up with a different melody and probably done something, but I was like, So I did an intro solo. I don't do this too often and I think it just kind of fits. So it is what it is. I warmed up my voice. I've got a melody and I'm just going to sing it before I forget it. I put down some lyrics, get on the right track. There we go. All right. So I'm going to just start singing. I heard a whisper. It's hard to say where from. Getting shivers, so I moved on. I'm just dreaming. This is more than real. Regardless of sensing, I cannot feel. Take me away from the dark. It's hard to see before the early dawn. Vocals are finished up. I'm going to take these headphones off, so give me a second. The lyrics are going to be in the description box. They're kind of towards the bottom, so if you want to know what I'm saying when I'm singing, they're right there. Up above that, you can see where you can purchase and stream my music. It's a whole bunch of online retailers, and it's just the typical ones people use: iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube Music, Google Play. That's not all of them, so check out the list. But if you use one of the ones in the list, go to it, type my name, same as the YouTube channel, Aaron Hallett. So you type it in, I should pop right up. You find me. You get my music. Yay. Above that, you're going to see PastorMelissaScott.com. So I put that there because, like I said, this is Christian rock, and I think that's the best Bible teaching you're going to find anywhere. I say this all the time, but every other church does weird things with traditions and a bunch of nonsense they import in from their own subjective ideas, opinions, whatever, and they superimpose it over random scriptures that they pick out. Text out of context is error. You can't do that. So you got to take the whole thing in context. Some really crazy things have been done taking text out of context. So you have to take the whole book in context. Scripture has to confirm itself. What Pastor Melissa Scott is doing is taking the entire book in context. Her late husband, Dr. Gene Scott, used to do that too. So I always mention him because if you go to the website, they play both of their teaching 24/7. His teaching is amazing. He was from 76 to 2005. When he passed away, she took over the ministry. Her teaching has continued to be amazing. They're both really gifted linguists, so they'll go through the original Hebrew, Aramaic, New Testament Greek, translate it directly. The reason they do that is because pretty much all English translations leave a lot to be desired without really explaining the concept that's being laid down. Sometimes the Hebrew can be a little bit vague and you got to get certain idioms and various things. And then New Testament Greek is super precise. So it's like the opposite problem. And English just can't really cover it. You can't translate one for one because there's a bunch of ideas that come with what's happening in the grammar. So just something like faith, which I always say, the word pistis is an action verb that's ongoing and continuous. So it's implied that there's action happening, and it's action based on belief sustained by confidence. It's an ongoing, continuous process, and you're the one who is performing said faithing action. So all of that just from one word because of the way their grammar works. You don't really get that in the English without that explanation. So a lot of that happens. It's really good stuff. So they explain a lot about faith and faithing. And don't take that as a works thing, by the way, because it's not. It's just that the faithing is kind of the action. Best way to say it, I think, would be something like you're constantly trusting and hanging your entire being on the promises of God, regardless of what the circumstance is showing you. So that's kind of where you're at. Anyway, a lot of teaching on faithing, a lot of teaching on just, in general, looking to Jesus as the center focus. And that's what it really should be. A lot on stewardship and a lot on giving, all of which everyone else seems to just annihilate as far as getting the right concepts. So they do it the correct way from the scriptures as they're explaining it from the scriptures. That's the best thing I can think of as far as Bible teaching because it's actually from the Bible. Whereas a lot of people, not so much. When you really get into what they're doing, it's a bunch of traditions and they're just saying, oh, this says this, and in fact it doesn't. Yeah, check them out. I can't recommend them highly enough. That's why I put that there. As far as my stuff, if you want to keep seeing me, subscribe, like, comment, share. You can check out the links for my music if you just want to hear it all of the time. I'll keep making music, so stick around for another second or two until I shut up and this song will play and you can see the final product of all this together. That video will come out itself tomorrow. And the day after that, I put out the guitar solo excerpt. So that's how I do things. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.